So that was the Marine Corps hymn. Uh, that's the exact one that was played at my grandfather's funeral. And I hate Memorial Day because it gives the entire world an excuse to, forget about everybody till one day, basically. Memorial Day and Veterans Day both. Like, I get why people like these and whatever, but for me, I think about my grandfather every day. It informs my decision making. I don't know how you couldn't. And maybe I believe a lot of bullshit that doesn't fucking matter. But it's the bullshit that doesn't matter that you can't prove that matters more than anything else. I do this channel and everything that I do here, hoping that if something happens to me, that some of what my grandfather was will be saved for my nephew Jackson to enjoy. Because he never even knew him. Like, my grandfather saw him when he was like a day old or something like that. Maybe when he was a year old. He didn't know him. And it's like, as long as someone remembers your name, you're not really dead. That's in my mind. And I hope that my nephew Jackson finds my Instagram page and finds my videos if something does happen to me. Like, one second. I mean, like, with some of the shit going on in the world right now, anything could happen to us at any time. And, like, this whole channel is kind of just my my journal for him. Like, Instagram is that too. Most of what I've ever done on here, I made with the intention that he would end up watching it someday. And maybe it would save him a lot of time and effort. It's my own personal philosophy that, like, freedom comes before most anything else. And it seems like we're losing freedom every day. And I worry that by the time Jackson is old enough to even worry about any of this shit, that it's going to be too late, and he's going to be even more fucked than I am. Right now, if I scramble and work real hard, I think I can get land and build cabins and have a garden and do a bunch of shit that I want to do. If I don't, I don't think he'll ever have that chance. And another part of my whole philosophy is that if you don't have your own shit, like, have your own land, have your own money, have your own transportation, like, then you're a slave. Like, of those, the land is probably the least important part, but it's also the most important part long term. Like, you need to select a good piece of land and get one appropriate for what you want to do. If you want to build a house, then buy a piece of land in a neighborhood. If you want to fucking have a mountain man cabin, then do that. But, like, you should own the land that you live on. You shouldn't be in debt to people. Owing money to people is the fucking worst thing in the world. I I do not have a credit card score. Sorry, a credit score. I don't have any credit cards. I've never borrowed money from anybody. Never will. This is one of those, like, religious things that I run into people every once in a while. They're like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Well, I am." 1 second. Sorry, it's allergy season here. I'm gonna have to blow my nose, and you don't want to hear that. Sounds like fucking the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. But all of what I am now, all of what you've just heard, that's my grandfather speaking through me. And it's a powerful thing to know that he made me what I am, for good or bad. And I would like the best parts of him to survive in my brother's son. I'm never going to have kids. We can get into that, but basically, uh, my dad is a piece of shit. And I believe certain things, and some of those things require me to not give him any children now. And that makes me sad. But half of the reason I'm doing that is because I have pure stock to fucking continue my grandfather's line without my father's fucking genes being perverted into it. I hate him that much. I hope he sees this too. His line dies with me. It's a powerful thing to say to a man. So my entire existence now is trying to help my brother and trying to impress my grandfather's wisdom onto my nephew. And all of that is Memorial Day. You put a fucking flag on a grave it's pathetic. Like, if you live your life in a way other than this and make excuses for why you don't, then okay. But don't. Like, even if you have kids, drag them along. That's exactly why you should do this. Why would you continue to raise children in this society that is completely and utterly garbage? Not a single thing of fucking the modern world is redeeming in any way. Even something as wholesome as Memorial Day and Veterans Day makes me sad for society because of the people that enjoy it. The people that fucking, you know, take one day a year to remember grandpa and then just go back to watching their fucking TV and living their fucking lives and working at Burger King or whatever the fuck it is that you do. And I'm not criticizing working at Burger King. Work where you got to work, save up your money. If you listen to all these stories about these mountain men that I've been talking about, like the Jeremiah Johnson video I just made, you know what you'll hear? You'll hear that they did a lot of random shit. You know what? They were free their entire fucking lives. Most of them were like soldiers, sailors, mountain men, cabin builders, farmers, explorers, uh, fur trappers. You can do all of this shit still. Fuck them. Like, work someplace as long as you have to save up the money to fucking get on the road, and then get out there on the road, get mobile, and start saving money working odd jobs. Buy land someplace, then start building a cabin. Like, this isn't rocket science. This is my plan, basically. And all of it is my grandfather. Uh, Honestly, I think had he not been in my life, I probably would be a successful person right now. Jesus, what's that? I think a bird just hit my window. Anyway, I would probably be a successful person, but I wouldn't be happy And I'm here to tell you all right now that money means nothing. Power really means nothing. Like, a lot of people don't get that because they've never had it. And all that really matters is love and happiness and having good food and a good place to sleep and your family. And like I would say also the things that you enjoy. If that's movies, then have movies. If that's books, have books. If that's, swords and backpacking and hunting, then go do that. Like do whatever it is that you enjoy. Most of what I enjoy is trying to spread this sort of shit to other people the best that I can. And I don't know, I've been failing at that in the last year or so. I had a relationship that went bad that just broke my heart. And like that's something I'm probably going to do videos on in the future too about love and just life philosophy shit. But my grandfather's name was Captain Ralph C. Brown. He was a captain of Marines. And as long as someone remembers your name, you're not dead. Thank you guys for watching.